Today, we're going to be talking about how to create a winning lead magnet that attracts your ideal clients so that you can grow your email list. And it's important for us to continually grow our email list, especially between launches, right? Before, when we have group programs like detoxes, or we're selling our coaching program, we have openings. We want to be building our list all the time, but the most important time of our business is really in between these launches so that we have more people that we can offer this to. So the last time I was doing a live, we talked about how to kickstart your email list to grow your wellness business. So that is part one of this. And you can find it in the workshop support for Wellness Entrepreneurs Facebook group if you just click on guides, or you can also find it on my website at workshopsdone.com/video, workshopsdone.com/video, and you can see part one. So today we're going to be talking about really how to create the best kind of lead magnet and the mistakes that I've seen a lot of people make, and I want you to not have to make those mistakes. So I think you all have heard email marketing just has to be a part of every wellness business. And I know we all signed up for coaching, we want to help people, and there's a lot of business aspects to finding those people who are going to actually pay us. And the first step is to get them on the list so we can build a relationship with them. So giving wellness workshops, live webinars or in person is the number one way to build an email list because it's the fastest way to earn their trust, have them like you and get to know you. But we also need to have PDFs, free guides, these freebies. And so these freebies can come in many different forms. So you might see it as like a cheat sheet, a checklist, an ebook. It might just simply be, a lot of them are just a PDF guide, a worksheet. It could be a recorded workshop like I'm doing here, a training of sorts, an audio training. A freebie can also be like a challenge, like a 3 to 5 day challenge. It could be giving out recipes, doing a quiz, maybe having a mini course, which I have some of those, some free master classes, a live webinar, or maybe yours isn't even free. Maybe yours is a very low priced offer, knowing that you may not make money on something, but you want them to experience you. So, and I'm going to actually have a low price offer for you at the end of here, a very low priced one. So keep tuned. So basically, when you offer like this PDF, this checklist, it shows maybe a process of something. It's giving a value to somebody else. And what I've noticed is that like the list, the 1, 2, 3, your 10 tips for this, the 5 ways to do this, that seems to work really well in the wellness world. So there's lots of different ideas that I'm going to be showing you here today. So first of all, watch part one if you have not watched part one about how to grow your email list with free offers. So search that into our Facebook group or on my website, workshopsdone.com/video. So when it comes to list building, we want to always have some freebies, some lead magnets. So basically, it's just an exchange for their precious email address, right? So they're not going to give up their email list, their email address for just anything. So your lead magnet needs to be relevant to your ideal client. It needs to be juicy enough that they're going to want to hand over their email address to you and they want to hear from you. And so they want to download it. So it's important to get inside the minds of your ideal client. And I know you've heard this many, many times. We need to think about our target market, our niche, our ideal client, our ideal community, right? What do they truly care about? What do they find value in? So often, in the case of myself as well, your client, your ideal client might be you 10 years ago. It might be you 5 years ago, right? So really get in, and it may be really obvious to most of you, but your freebie also must link back to your wellness business. I've seen this mistake happen, that it really didn't make sense what they were offering. So because you eventually are getting them, they're taking them on a journey to get to know you. And then they may actually buy from you, and they might be in one of your coaching programs or be an individual coaching client. So there's a few ways that people sometimes get tripped up in this process. So the first pitfall is just to avoid being too vague. And the title is everything, right? So if you just have a guide that says like Be Healthy Guide, does that say what kind of coach you are? Absolutely not. Or 5 healthy meals. You know, we need to add just a little bit more so that they know who you are targeting, who your ideal client is. So think about, you know, what do you know? Like, what have you provided some of your clients, or what do you want to provide a future client? Or what kind of results have you gained with your health journey? What kind of results have you helped a client do? Maybe it's meal planning, prepping, healthy food swaps, something like that. If you're watching this on the replay, please type in replay and then press pause and just write down some of the things that you know that you already have, like they're just stuck up here and you can just put it down. The next, this is probably the most important thing, is to think about what problems do your clients have. What are the number, like if you could just dream about your ideal clients, what kind of problems would they have? And what kind of guide could you quickly pull together that could solve that problem? So what are your dream clients struggling about? What do they wonder about? Like, what can you provide so that they see that you actually understand them, that you get them, that maybe you've even been where they are. So maybe it's they're having a problem with sugar addiction. Maybe they just feel like they cannot control their cravings at all. Maybe they are riddled with stress every single day. Maybe they have pain in their body, right? So think about those problems that they have and how their life would be so much better. They dream about this, right? Not having this pain, not being riddled with these overwhelming thoughts and stress, not being out of control with their food. So could you create a resource that could solve this problem for them? And then ask yourself, you know, what would your ideal client, do they actually care about this? They might have the problem, but do they actually care to solve this problem? You know, is there value in it for them? Will they actually give up their email address for something that's free? So if you're watching this in the replay, stop this and really just dive in for a full 5 minutes to think about these questions. The next thing is, you know, think about what's the number one question you always get asked? You know, like I get asked, like, what are my top things I buy at a grocery store? And that could be a lead magnet right there. Or what are your go-to recipes that your kids love that are really healthy? Or what do you make when you don't have anything ready and you just have to quickly whip something up? You know, so think about those questions that you just might get asked at a soccer game, you know, when you're at your family events, whatever they are. You know, think about too, what are you watching? What documentaries are you watching? What are you reading? You know, could those be lists that could inspire your future clients? So this free offer could save your clients time. It can teach them something new, or it just might just add some pure joy to their life. So again, take some time to reflect on this, journal, write it down. And then the next step would be, you know, what does your ideal client need to understand? What does your future client need to be aware of, or what do they need to, or maybe what do they want or need, so that they would sign up for your next maybe paid wellness workshop, your paid coaching program. So maybe sometimes a lead magnet is bringing them on a journey of some things that you want them to know that's possible. They can see that possibility and they see that you are the person that can help them with, right? So we want to align your lead magnet with what you ultimately want to sell them. So I have lots of ideas and I love writing down ideas. So I created a mini course that I'm going to offer all of you today. And it's really about how to grow your email list with lead magnets. And so the one I'm going to offer you today is a whole done for you program all about reducing stress. But the program that you're going to get today is also about how you create your own. So I came up with like 50 different examples, titles that you can actually use. So things that I've came up with. So for example, if you get asked, what do you buy at the grocery store? Like, what are your things that you go when you go to this store, whatever it is, maybe that title would be my top 10 must-have healthy items I buy at this grocery store each week. Or maybe it's winter and people are just thinking, oh, what am I going to make that's healthy? Well, maybe it's going to be, the 3 healthy soup recipes I can't live without over winter, right? That would be the one that you would do in the winter if you live in a cold weather area. Or maybe, like for me, I am around a lot of moms who also work full time. That is my market, right? It's busy professionals who really don't have the time to dive into a big cookbook, who don't have the time to read everything. So maybe it's about that ultimate healthy meal prep guide, 5 quick and healthy meals to cook, prep, and go. Or 5 fast and healthy recipes you'll want to eat. So think about how you can say it in a way that's also talking about your ideal clients and who you are as a coach. Like, I love teaching about sleep. So maybe it's my sleep like a baby bedtime routine I teach my clients, right? So think about what they are. Maybe people don't even know you're a health coach. So you need to say, this is what I do to teach my clients out of overwhelm. These are the things that I do before bed to ease my mind, whatever it is, my 5 favorite healthiest recipes, with better for you ingredients, and maybe you work with only foodies. That's not me. I work with beginners. So I'm going to say for beginners on a lot of my PDFs and a lot of my things, but it can be blank mistakes to avoid blank, right? Blank steps to achieve blank pitfalls to avoid blank, right? There's some formulas, my exact list too. What no one ever told you about this, the secret behind this. So there's lots of ideas for brainstorming. So when we are brainstorming, I think this is the most fun part of it, but you want to see like what your ideal client might be already paying for. And you might think, okay, this is counterintuitive. I'm making something that's for free. Well, if they're going to pay for something, they're going to definitely want something for free. So I like to go onto Amazon books or just put in like a Kindle marketplace and then put in something that you think your clients might like. So it might be healthy meals for the family, for beginners, right? So something like that. And then you can see some of the titles that they have and use those as brainstorming options. I also like to read the feedback. So you can see some will say, oh my goodness, they didn't have any swaps. I have no idea what this food is. And it just gives you that insight if you're working with beginners to make sure to say, if you're looking at have something that says garbanzo beans, to say this is also known as chickpeas, or this is where you would find it in the grocery store. Or if you cannot find this, here is another alternative. If you're working for beginners, you're going to get a lot of tips. If you're working with foodies, it's a whole nother way to do some recipes, right? So read these reviews to get inside the minds of your ideal clients, and then put something together then that kind of looks like those examples, but not the same thing, somehow a little different, better, more unique to attract your ideal clients. So then the next step comes with validating your freebie, okay? So just do a simple, post or 2 on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you are, and maybe just say, hey, this is what I'm thinking about creating. What do you guys think? Or put in, this is what I like to do. Put in like 4 different titles, kind of about the same thing, and say, which one would you download? Which one sounds best for you? So 1, you're getting a lot of great feedback, but 2, you're kind of seeding you know, planting that seed that something free is coming, so they see it and they've been involved with it. The more they're involved with whatever you're doing, the more that they're going to want to participate and go, oh yeah, I gave my opinion on this. Look at this is what it's great. So, but keep these free offers simple. Another mistake I see so many health coaches make is they make it really complicated, and we want to make it like 3 mistakes, 5 ways to do this, 10, something like that. By the way, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, those are the best numbers to use. I don't know why. I'm a psychology major. I would like to know why, but this is what research just states out, that they stand out more in our minds. So you can just simply start in a Microsoft Word document and turn it into a PDF. Now, with the program that I'm giving you a template to use in Canva so that you can just swap out pictures. So you're going to have one about reducing stress that's already done, 10 ways to relieve stress and find peace and calm in your life, which also has 50 alternative titles. So you have lots of different titles to choose from. But then you can take that template and just make it into your 5 ways for, you know, eating healthy on a budget, whatever it is that you're looking at. So thinking about how you can do this quickly, always have somebody look it over. You do not want to have any typos. And there's so many resources on how to get high quality photos now that we don't want someone to download it and go, oh, is this what she's putting out? I don't want to be part of her business, right? So it needs to be high quality enough, showing off the face of your business, who you are. And absolutely, you need to have a call to action. So with every single lead magnet, maybe that last page or your last paragraph is going to tell them what you want them to do. So do you want them to join your Facebook group? Do you want them to sign up for a paid wellness workshop? Do you want them to join your group detox program? What is it that you want them to do? They've already signed up for your email list, right? And so then you're going to have a journey. So you want to have different things that are going to be in place. So one, when they sign up for your lead magnet, they're going to see what they're going to get. And then they're going to go to a thank you page, or they're going to get an automatic email. I like to have both a thank you page and an automatic email. And so this email is going to say, hey, thanks so much for signing up. Here you go, download it here, right? But then you can have another email 2 days later. Hey, just wanted to check in and see how you're doing, right? So those are going to have some call to action on them as well. What do you want them to do next? What can they expect from you? Will you be sending out a monthly email that they can expect? Will it be a weekly email? So let them know in the mini course that you will have offered today with the done for you lead magnet about reducing stress. You're also going to get done for you copy. So you know exactly what to write on your copy, on your landing page, you know exactly what to write on the thank you page and on all the emails and everything, and for promotion, everything that you need to know, because it does take a lot of time. And so when you have a template of how to do it, it's the perfect way just to get it out there. So when you can keep keep the offer simple, also have the landing page simple, focus on what's important. The lead magnet is free, it's easy to sign up. And that this is going to help them with their transformation. So make sure, like one tip that a mistake I see so many times is that when you do a landing page, that sign up needs to be above the fold, meaning that like if you had a newspaper, it'd be in that first section, right? So you want them to see that where it just says first name and email. Do not ask anything more. The research states the more fields you ask for, the less likely they are to sign up for your freebie. So just keep it simple, and then have those auto emails set up to nurture your clients so that they can get to know you and let them know what you want them to do next. So again, this step is missed by so many coaches, and it's so important, but let your new subscriber know what they can expect from you and what you want them to do next. So I hope that this gave you some great ideas, and I'm going to give a website here to go in and look at the lead magnet. And actually, I'm going to do a little share screen here. So I'm going to put this in. Oh, let's see. I have this set for all panelists. There we go. And then you can put in the code FB, and that's going to give you 50% off. So you're probably going, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me share my screen here. So what this is, it's a Done For You Reducing Stress Lead Magnet, and it's a full course on how to kickstart your email list and grow your wellness business. So you get all the Done For You materials and marketing materials for a lead magnet that can be called 10 Ways to Finding Peace When You Feel Overwhelmed. Again, I have 50 other titles that you can change it to whatever you want. So it's fully customizable with your brand colors, your name, and your photo. So this is one of those examples of a low cost freebie, or a lead magnet that I'm giving this to you at 50% off, because I want you to see what a Done For You product looks like from me. So this has everything you need, from copy from your landing pages to your thank you page to your written emails and your social media posts. So it's all done for you. And then you have videos and worksheets with step-by-step directions on how to execute every single detail. So the first lesson you have, it's almost a 20-page guide of how to grow your email list with free offers. So this is going to be how you're going to do this for future ones, how you're going to replicate what you've already done, so that you know exactly what to do and how you can create, 1, 2, 3, 10, 20 more, right? Then you're going to know exactly how to download and use Canva to edit the stress lead magnet templates. Then there's going to be the Done For You copy for the landing page, all the copy that you need to promote. And if you already have an email list, you need to always give them those freebies as well, because that's nurturing them. So there's emails also for your current list, right? And all the Done For You copy just to promote it for social media. So you can sign up now. So it's $127 full price, but put in the code FB for Facebook and you get this for 50% off. And so let's see, I'm just going to look to see, here is Canva. So you can see when you get it, you can delete different types of pages. So you can decide which page you want as your top one. You can also, I will show you exactly how to switch out pictures, how to change the title, different things like that. This again is a template that you can use for other workshops, for other freebies, for handouts, different things like that. So this one has 10. And so here's like a take action page. And then you can decide which things that you want for your last page. So is it that you want them to join your Facebook group? Or maybe you want them to join a masterclass that's free and you're trying to seed that. Maybe you are doing a paid workshop that you want them to sign up for. Maybe it's going to be that you have a group program coming up and you want them to do. So there's lots of different templates here, plus all the different marketing materials as well. So I'm going to put in the link also in our Facebook group, so you can have that as well. But come into, it's courses.workshopsdone.com, and you can see one that's called Stress Lead Magnet. So again, it's courses.workshopsdone.com, and then you can see the courses that are there, and I'm going to put there. So hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and just putting in the promo code for 50% off is FB. So if you have any questions, or if you're watching this on the replay, please put in your questions and I will answer them when I get to it. I will be on vacation at a lake up north next week, so I'm not going to be coming to you live next week, but we'll be coming live in a few weeks or in a couple of weeks. And it's all about how you can leave your 9-to-5 job and create a full-time income as a health coach, as a wellness entrepreneur. So I hope that you tune in for that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, sending lots of love to you. Bye-bye.